There's so many things that I find interesting about what I do. A lot of it was unexpected. One of the things that kind of really started to grab my interest was kind of the human psychological component about what's going on. And both from the criminal side, to the actual defendant, to the police side of the investigation, to what's happening with the prosecutor's office. One of the things that I actually heard a Chicago police officer say one time is there's three sides of every story. There's what the accused says happened, there's what the victim says happened, and there's what actually happened. And they hardly ever connect. So one of the things I noticed, let's say with regard to the police, we're doing our investigation. We're talking to witnesses about what happened, and we've got the police report right in hand. And we say, well, let's see, the police officer saw this event happen from, 20 feet away. He was right on top of it, and he says that he saw you with a baseball bat in your hand. And we talked to 5 different people about what happened, and they say, no, there was no baseball bat anywhere near here. What those police officers are perceiving is affected by their own expectations. It's affected by their own motives, their own bias, their own interest. What they're expecting to see, they see sometimes. And Woody Harrelson just said something along the lines of this in this True Detective series, which was amazing. He says, you attach an assumption to a piece of evidence, and what you do is you start to bend the narrative to fit that assumption. And I've seen that over and over again. I've had cases where people are on videotape, and the police officer's report says, he did this, he started to shake, he started to sweat a little bit, he seemed nervous. And I have a videotape of that person being interviewed, and there's no sweat, there's no nervousness, there's nothing. I've had to play things like that in front of juries, and even with the police officer there, he'll say, you see, there's a little drop of sweat right there. He's shaking right here, but the camera's not really picking it up. That's one of the things that's really interesting about what I do.